What's up, everyone? ODC here, and I am back with another live review. Today's review, we're going to take a look at the BBI Elite Force Naval Warfare Gunboat. This is pretty cool. I announced I was going to do this review today. I'll just take a second just to let some people start filing in, and then we'll start the review. Actually, you know what I'll do? Let me get chat up first. And I will actually start opening this sucker. This way people don't have to wait. So, all right. Let's get this bad boy open. Okay. Opening up the package here. Comes with quite a few things. Let's get that out of the way. All right. Got a couple drawstrings, so these are the drawstrings of the easier variety. They're just kind of on this, much simpler than the True Heroes review that I did yesterday. All right, I got Trad up. Terry Turner, what's up, buddy? What is up? I'm going to finish shooting my Shadow Tracker review today. I'm just finishing up on some editing and stuff like that. And that should be up tomorrow. Tomorrow or Wednesday, one of the two. Depending on how busy I am at work tomorrow. But Shipwreck's new gunboat. Yep. I'm actually going to give this to one of my characters. But this is a really cool set. I always enjoy picking up a BBI set. I just wish they were more available in stores, to be honest with you. I miss them being in stores. I really do. All right, that was so much easier to get out. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. There we go. All right, get this off of there. There we are. Okay. I'll take these guys off of here. Kind of, well, I'll just cut him in half. Oh no! Get off of there. You can get off of there. There we go. All right. Okay. Look at this. And I'm assuming that this one goes. I'll turn that gun around. Oop. Stuff popping off. I got a busy day today. I got a family event for dinner around 5 o'clock. My wife's family's having a cookout, so I have to go. I'm going to that, and then as soon as I get home, I'm doing a fantasy football draft. So there's that. Now I'm doing this, and I'm of course everyone asked me to be the commissioner for my league, so. Pat Morgan, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's everybody doing today on this fine day off? This lovely day off that we have here. I feel like maybe with certain jobs, it should be like a 4-day work week, you know? 4-day work week. Would you guys rather do a 4-day work week and work longer hours, or a 5-day work week and keep it the same? Okay. Let me just get situated here with all this. Let me get all these little straps off. I would rather do a 4-day work week with, like, let's say, instead of doing 8 hours, you do 10, but then you get 3 days off. I think the world would be a happier place. I think it'd be worth it. I actually used to work a job that we would work 3 on and then have 4 off, but I'd work, like, what was it? Like, I think 16 hours straight for 3 days. But then you got like almost a week off, which is great. That's cool. Comes with 2 extra. Okay, that's cool. I'll have to point that out in there. So I'm still clipping things. There we go. All right. This is pretty awesome. Probably should have grabbed some more Joes, huh? Let me see. Did I leave? Where's my Joe? Oh, he's in that mech. I'll take him out of that mech in a second. Uno momento, por favor. But yeah, I would definitely rather do a 4-day work week with like a 10-hour shift for 4 days than 5 days a week, 8 hours a day. Because I feel like 5 hours a week, 8 hours a day is kind of like that. Oh God, is it Friday yet? Oh my God, it's so far away, you know. But I digress. Okay, taking a look at this set. The first thing I'll show is the figures. Figures look pretty good. They do have removable helmets. You can pop that off if you so choose. Some of these helmets actually do work on G.I. Joes. I don't know why this isn't focusing. But it's a nice sculpt. I think if I could improve, if I was allowed to improve one thing on these guys, just one, they need wrist swivels. I feel like the wrist swivels would help these figures a lot as far as holding their weapons and getting them to two-hand their weapons, stuff like that. Because you got this nice swivel right here, but you got no way to turn the hand. There's no turn on the hand, so it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks a little bit. But sometimes these do fit on the G.I. Joe heads. Look how different, look how cool that looks. Perfect fit. And you can fit them on Marauders too. So if you wanted to repurpose these helmets, you could do so. That's pretty cool. This G.I. Joe head is pretty much almost around the same as a Marauder's balaclava head. So, I mean, you'll have to probably use a balaclava head, but yeah, fits nice. I think it actually looks good with this guy right here. I might have to use those on these guys instead of this helmet. Maybe I'll use these helmets for like infantry, your regular infantry, and then if I had to use some of them for drivers, I'll throw that helmet on. Right? Why not? Why the hell not? But we'll just put this helmet back on. We'll put them up there for now. Yeah, I really do like the sculpt of these guys. The sculpt is on point. I'd say the paint detail is on point. It's just the range of motion articulation is a bit lackluster, you know. There's the back. So, but I mean, you definitely could use these for display purposes. You know, if you got like a wounded battalion down and you want to send the Joes in to help them out, you could use them for that. All right, so it does come with 2 extra guns here, and they have clips on them, as you can see the clips, and on the gunboat there are 2 extra little clip patterns right there, and you can just pop these on like so. Boom. And boom. And there you go. Now you have 2 guns on each side. That looks really cool. That looks pretty cool. Gives you those options if you want to take those off or not. So you can do that. But here's the overall look of the gunboat. G.I. Joe figures and Marauders figures do fit on here nicely. You got a drone launcher on the front, which looks good. So if you want to do some reconnaissance, you could send your drone out. And it's small enough where people might not notice, you know. It's not your, I wouldn't say it's your more modern drone with the kind of hover aspect. This is more of like a flying reconnaissance drone. But, you know, you use your imagination. Over here we have some sort of military insignia. It's probably some sort of naval insignia. Come on, focus. My camera is not wanting to focus today. Maybe this will help. Hold on. There we go. That's better, right? So there we go with that. That looks better. And now that my camera's focusing, I'll give you a better look at that figure again. Seeing as it was not focusing earlier. Still not going to focus. Not going to focus. Yeah, it's not wanting to focus. All right. Well, anyway, there is the boat. That looks pretty cool. And it's got swivels here. And you can almost do a full 360 there. If you bring the guns up, you can get a full 360 right there. Same on the other side as well. And then we have swivels here. And swivels on the other side. So you can bring them front, back. You can pivot the Gatling gun. We've got 2 Gatling guns in the front, and then we have some machine guns in the back. And they can also pivot up and down if you want to aim towards the water. Better range of motion in the front, to note, than the back. Oh, actually, no, I take that back. It's, I guess it's around the same. Maybe not so much up. I think the Gatling gun is a little bit further up than the machine guns in the back, but just something to note. Come on, get on there. There we go. That's pretty cool. And then we have our launcher right here. I left the straps on it because let's just test and see how loose this is going to be with the straps off. Plus, it'll look a lot more natural with the straps off too. There we go. And I wonder if this thing actually launches. It'd be pretty cool if it does, right? All right. Let's see what we got for chat while I'm doing this. Oh, there is a spring-loaded mechanism in here, so I'm assuming. Come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. They've used better articulation in the mid-2000s, but change to what we have now. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, I mean this definitely does not. Does it lock into place? Oh, okay, there we go. I don't know if I like that. That is rather odd. That is a design flaw if I've ever seen one. This is supposed to sit, I'm guessing like this, but it's wanting to wobble all over the place. It's terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Yeah, it's definitely not the best design I've seen. There are grooves right here that you can see, and there is a groove on the plane, or on the drone, but the drone for some reason doesn't want to sit snug in there. It just keeps falling back. I kind of wish that this just pegged in. Now I'm regretting taking those straps off because it just doesn't even want to stay on there. Can't even launch the damn thing. But here, I'll just simulate the launch. There you go. I gotta go find it now. So that's kind of a flaw. I kind of wish that there was maybe like a little peg hole right here, and you'd have maybe like a peg right here, and you could at least set it down on there so you can at least get the look of it. Yeah, I'm not really feeling how loose that is. It doesn't really want to stay. But the drone launcher is on a swivel as well, so you can get that range of motion as well. The steering wheel, I believe, does rotate. It's on a little swivel right there. And then we have I'll just call this, it looks more like a camera, actually. I was going to say it's a sonar unit, but it looks kind of like one of those, ball cameras. I would assume that this is equipped with sonar of some sort. I like to use my imagination, at least. They did a really good job with the paint the sculpt work, and even there's some paint detail in there with the driver control unit. So that looks really good. And let's just get a G.I. Joe in there. See if we can seat him in there with his vest on and everything. And yep, he fits right in there beautifully. Look at that. Perfect. Even has his hands on the steering wheel. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And you could pretty much load this boat up if you need to. You can have a driver there. You have another guy here. Let me see if I can get his hands on there. The Steel Brigaders don't have the best hands from the 30th anniversary line, but we'll make do. We will make do today. Yeah. He's being a pain in the rear today. There you go. He does it. I mean, G.I. Joes do look a little bit large, but I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest with you. Here is the other figure that is included. Oop, this helmet's coming off there. Sorry. That's the other figure, and here are both together. Looks pretty cool. Nice sculpt work. I'm going to try and take a look here, and there is a different sculpt as far as the vests go. So that's good. Terry says you can always place a machine gun in place of the drone launcher. Oh, can you? I did not know that. Let me see here if I can disassemble this. I don't know about that. I'm not sure that I want to just take that off. Maybe if I start playing around with it a little bit more, we could do that. I'm assuming that these look like some sort of defensive measures right here in the back. These launchers in the back. But this is a pretty cool boat. You could definitely use this for divers if you need to as well. We do have a anchor, which looks more like a towing cable, to be honest with you. They don't have any engines on the back here, which is rather odd, but there is a sculpted propeller underneath. So I'm surprised that they gave us all this nice detail and then they decided to not give us a sculpted engine. It's rather odd, but not the worst thing in the world. It's a nitpick, I guess. I would definitely try and keep. I'm going to try and find some of those clear straps. I probably have a half a dozen of them lying around somewhere, but I'm probably going to keep this drone strapped to the front, seeing as the play feature doesn't really help it very much. So I'll probably wrap something around that. Now on to the raft. I guess I'll just call it the raft skiff. This thing is pretty well endowed, to say the least, for a motorized raft. It's got like a 50 cal, I want to say, on the front of this. Look at that. That is beast right there. So you could definitely have this rival the Cobra one that came in the Danger at the Docks. I think this one would kick the crap out of that one. They are smoke grenade launchers. Okay, thank you, Terry. This is what he's referring to. That's what I figured. They're smoke grenade launchers. That's pretty cool. I like that. Thanks for the heads up on that, Terry. I appreciate it, buddy. And then we got the 50 cal. I don't think there's any articulation here, as far as I can see. Ooh, that is. I don't like the way that's moving. I got a little bit of stress on this handle here, so I'm going to take it easy on it, but it does not move. The motor doesn't pivot either, side to side. So, but the 50 cal does swivel, full 360 rotation, and it does pivot up and down. So really good range of motion there with that. So that's pretty much all you need with that. I'm going to try and disconnect the 50 cal and see if we can put one of these smaller miniguns, maybe substitute one for the other, you know? Oh, that came off nicely, actually. And then we'll put this, bring that in there, and see if it stays in. Yep. And actually, you know what? Oh, man, come on. Yep, perfect. So you can swap out the minigun, which I think looks a little bit more believable on this. I would think that a minigun would work a little bit better. 50 cal would like be like weighing this thing down in the front, you know. But minigun's a little bit, or a Gatling gun's a little bit lighter. So, but you can disconnect that, and here's what the 50 cal looks like on the boat. I think that looks beast right there. He's drunk. Sorry, he's puking over the side. But there is a little bit of a step ladder right here on top, right there. We do actually have a little monitor in the back sculpted right there. Right there. So if you wanted to put some, maybe like if you have an extra G.I. Joe sticker, you could put some like some radar or sonar reader in there. That's what that could be. This is a nice little diver platform right here for the back. You could even have your divers staged right here. You've got a seating position for them right there if you want to. This is a really nice boat. I'm liking it. I'm liking the overall color scheme of it too. Simplistic, but I think it works nicely. And then the raft is pretty much just a black plastic. The motor is a black plastic, but the attachment here, obviously, you can swap out. Like, let's say you wanted to have this maybe on there. Actually, this actually might make the most sense. Maybe we'll put our 50 cal on the back section, like so. The 50 cal is a little bit loose. It's got a little bit of a smaller peg, but now that I'm pushing down on it, it's seated a little bit better. Then you can put your Gatling gun back on the front, like that, and then you could have the Gatling gun on the 50 cal in the back if you wanted to. Now you can mix and match whichever way you want to. I wonder if you can actually stick a 50 cal in the back. Oh, you can do that too. Look at that. That's awesome. So you've got a nice set of options here for however you want to have this thing armed. And that's a really good rear defense. So there's definitely some good defense measures here for this boat. And here it is fully armed, front, back, side to side. It's nice. It's got room for troops. It's got defense measures. It's got offensive capabilities. It's got sonar, or radar. Also, it's got camera right here. So, and I would like to imagine that this has infrared. It even has a little sculpted monitor in the back, so you could maybe possibly see what this is seeing in the dark. We've got our trusty speaker right there, or air horn, or whatever you'd like to call it. And yeah, this is definitely a really nice piece. I'm really liking it. It's going to go really well with my Sweet 16. And it even has I guess you could call this a tow hook or a anchor if you wanted to go that route. I believe this does float. I'm pretty sure it does float. There's no holes or anything on the bottom. It is a little bit on the lighter side, but not too light. I've felt lighter boats in my day. As far as the raft goes, I think I might actually just keep the motorized raft or skiff like this, to be honest with you. I don't think I'm going to give this any large gun on there, because if anything, if this is being towed by, let's say, this string, right? Because you can't have this on here. That just would not make any sense. So logic would say that this is going to be towing the raft, and then you send your divers out that are staged right here out on the raft, and they go out on reconnaissance, and then you have your regular gunboat right here. But yeah, this floats, and the raft does float. They're both nice hard plastic, so that's good. And yeah, I'm really liking this. I spent $20 on this set, and I was pretty happy with it. I think it's going for around $30 on eBay. I think I showed some of the prices. Actually, you know what? I don't think I actually showed the prices on this set. So why don't we go ahead and do that with this? My computer was having weird problems. I would have been started this review at 2 o'clock on the dot, but I had a weird, I got a blue screen of death, which is not good, which hopefully I don't have to replace my motherboard. But I was, that's going to fall. If I do that, it's going to fall. But I did have to install some updates as well, so hopefully that's just the problem. But let me just get eBay on here, and we'll get you show you what the market's like. Amazon's usually no better, but I'll check Amazon for you guys as well. I don't think that this set is at your brick and mortar shops, unless it's like maybe at like your mom and pop comic shops. So you're going to definitely have to look for this on Amazon or eBay. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, Terry Turner. They both float. Hey, Zorpox, what's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, I'll screen share in 1 second. Just give me 1 second. Okay, screen share. There we go. Share, present to everyone. There we go. And boom. Okay. So let's go from highest to lowest. That's usually what I like to do when I search for product. We've got this one for 19 with 6 days left, and he wants around $33, so, or $32. So this guy is looking for 50, excuse me, over $50. I don't suggest you do that. Plus it's loose. I don't even know if it's complete. I'm not even gonna look at this. Just don't get that. 28. That's not that bad with free shipping. I would say that this actually offers a little bit more, especially BBI being a little bit more on the expensive end. I'd say that this is okay. 28 is okay for it. 40, no, not 40. 28, 20, 29. No, stay away from the 40s. I'd say stick around the $20 to $30 range is good for this. There's a lot of 30s in here. That's not bad. 30, 28, 28. We're going lower. We're going lower. I'll see if we can find a 25 and help a collector out today. Come on. Help me find a 25. Help me help you. Nope, nothing. So it's sticking around. When I purchased this off eBay, it was I believe the bidding started at $20, and it was only like a 2-day bid or a 2-day auction, and nobody bid on it. I just got lucky. But I think around the $28, $30 is. I wouldn't go past $30 though. Really, to be honest with you, it is a nice sculpt. The set is nice. It's definitely got that real world feel to it. So if you're into the real world stuff, this is going to be a nice set for you. It's nice that you can, and I'll just get this out of here. Well, actually, let's check Amazon really quick. See if there's anything cheaper. Amazon's usually not the best for G.I. Joe and stuff like that. Oh, there you go. There you go. Go to Amazon. $24.58. That's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. So there. I'm glad I helped somebody out today. So yeah, definitely pull the trigger on this. Let's see how many are in stock. And you can get it by Wednesday too if you order right now. Next 22 hours and 53 minutes. 1 day shipping, and then you have, I think, 1 day of processing. So yeah, $25. Pull the trigger. I would definitely pull the trigger on this. That's great. So all I did was type in Elite Force Naval. You could just type this in, and it'll come right up. Now that's got me half curious as to, this is a nice BBI set. I picked this up too, or Sunny Days, whatever you'd like to call it. Elite Force is what I call it. BBI. But so that's good. That's good. I wonder how many he has in stock. I bet you he has a bunch in stock. There's also some used here, but I'm assuming usually whenever I look up the used stuff on Amazon, I've had to send them back, and it's never a good thing. So, not a big fan of that, but yeah. So there is that. Hopefully that helped you guys. You know what? That really does have me half curious as to what other BBI sets they have. Whoa. 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 That's way too much. Yeah. Yeah, well, I guess that's it for that. I thought I was gonna get lucky and find something fun for cheap, but no bueno on this silliness. Or that silliness right there, the Mustang. But yeah, that's it for that. So you've got your price guide there. Stop screen sharing. Hopefully that helped. Hopefully that that helped someone pick this nice setup. I think I actually, whoa, almost dropped it. I think I actually like this set better than the True Hero set I picked up yesterday. I'd say this has a little bit more better form and function to it than the SWAT set, even though I really like that. That bike is actually, I think, my favorite out of the set. But I think this has the better value and it's cheaper than that, actually. If you pick it up off of Amazon, it's $25 as opposed to, the 30 and change. Well, I mean, I spent 25 on that set because I had to, what was it? Around 25. It was 15% off. So, if you're looking for that more realistic look and you're looking for maybe like a G.I. Joe boat or something like that, you want to use this for G.I. Joe, you want to use this for Marauders, this is a nice set to get. And it does come with 2 figures and decent amount of accessories. Comes with this drone, which I'm gonna, I don't know, I might actually, maybe I'll just glue it to that, but no, I'm not gonna glue it because I don't want it sitting there all the time. But it does come with the nice 2 figures. And let's actually just put this, see how this other helmet fits on the Steel Brigade. Looks great. Looks good. Looking good. And the sculpt and the detail on these helmets and the figures themselves are, like I said, they're really well done. It's just, unfortunately, they're hindered by their range of motion, and some of the articulation is just, it's not there. It's not quite there. But and they do run a little bit shorter than G.I. Joe's too. So that's a size comparison with them. A little bit shorter. But you could still use them with your G.I. Joe displays or your Marauder stuff. You could do that if you wanted to. Let's see how a Joe would sit on the raft here. Kind of have to lie him down a little bit, or sit him down on the ground. Let me get his hand on the. There we go. He's sitting a little bit more naturally now. So he's a little bit large for this raft, but I mean, it's probably really, this is going to be like a 2-man raft. Oh, now he's leaning back. There you go. That's not the best pose, I know. I'm not really trying to pose him. But, I mean, I guess if you wanted to seat him down and on here to maybe hide himself a little bit better. Let me get his arm extended and out like that. You could always have him seated like that if you wanted to, and maybe just do a 1-man craft. You can go that route. With the 50 cal on this, oh, there goes the 50 cal. If you do want that on there, you kind of have to bend his knees here. Thank God for the double jointed knee. And I put his feet straight back. Get full extension on the bend. And then kind of, you want to have him kneeling a little bit. And then now you have him manning the 50 cal. If you wanted to go that route, and you could maybe squeeze in another figure in the back. But that's how the Joes look. And then here's the Elite Force go. Nope. I would like to note that at least on the 50 cal, the male portion that connects to the female portion on this 50 cal, the hinge joint, it does become a little bit loose, so you just kind of have to pinch it back to get that. But here's what the Elite Force figure looks like, just kind of posed lazily like that. And then let's get him seated down in there, and there you go. And have him seated like so. If you want to, there you go. And then here's what it looks like with both figures on there. It's a little cramped on this raft, but you get the picture. You can definitely fit 2 men on there if you need to. With Joe's, it might be a little bit more of a tighter fit due to them being a little bit larger, but they'll still fit on there, I think. I think there shouldn't be a problem there. And yeah, there is the gunboat. This is the entire set right here. I showed you guys the price points of them. Showed you pretty much, I think, everything here. But I think I'm gonna put this like I love the way that looks. Yeah, that looks so cool. Count Stankus, what's up, buddy? But yeah, that's pretty much it for the review. I don't think there's anything really left to say. I'd say go on Amazon, grab it. It's $25 for the set. It's a nice set. It's got some nice sculpting detail throughout the entire boat. There's a lot of nice sculpt throughout. Nice simplistic paint applications throughout. I like the nice logo on the front. That looks good. Let me just there we go. But simple and effective. That's what I would say for this. That would be the motto for this set. Simple and effective. And it's a $25 price range with free shipping. So if you wanted to go pick that up, you could. If you wanted to, yeah. Definitely, I would say pull the trigger. 2 thumbs up here. If I could do 2 thumbs up. There we go. Just 2 thumbs up. 2 thumbs up here for this. And yeah, I think that's going to conclude the review. I'm going to kind of cut it short. When by short, I mean a whole hour long, or almost an hour long. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else left. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be uploading or finishing up my Shadow Tracker review. And then I want to do another vehicle review. So I'm going to be doing that next as well. So stay tuned for both of those. I'm not going to say which vehicle, but a vehicle. Or I still don't worry. The Terradrome review is coming. There's gonna be a lot going on with it. That might be a very in-depth review, seeing as how large the playset is, and you know, I might actually have to do a lot of pictures for that review instead of doing a live, or not live, but recorded regular review like I do. So maybe when I show the features, what I'll do is I'll take pictures for the most part, and then when I want to show features or, you know, action features, I'll just take some footage for that, as I'm stumbling over my words. But yeah, I'll do some shout outs before I go, as I always do. We've got Terry Turner, as always. Thank you, buddy, for tuning in. Pat Morgan, thank you for tuning in, buddy. We also have Zorpox, the Destroyer. Thank you, as always, brother, for tuning in. And Count Stankus, thank you for tuning in, bro. And you guys have a great day. Enjoy your Labor Day. And yeah, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.